Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to our review of the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight Trilogy. First, we'll kick it off with the one that started all. In 2005, we had a new age Batman, a new type of Batman, and a completely different take. Gone were the parking lots, gone were the lots that were used for Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever. We had actual real-world environments, a whole different take on the character. Christian Bale, overall, nailed it for the first time. He was exactly what we needed for a more realistic Batman in current settings. And you got more of a backstory. Sure, in the Michael Keaton canon, you got the flashback of his parents' death, but in this one, you actually see what happened to his parents, the build-up, how it affected him, why he traveled the world. Even when he comes back, there's still issues to be solved in Gotham. Crime is rampant, drugs are rampant. There's so much going on. Even his childhood friend Rachel Dawes, as hard as she's trying the right way, the legal way, it's not enough to save Gotham. Christian Bale's Batman, Bruce Wayne takes matters in his own hands, gets the aid of Lucius Fox, the support of Alfred, and creates his own Batsuit, gets the Tumbler, which was a whole different take on the Batmobile. Michael Caine as Alfred was great. Lucius Fox, more seen only in the animated series, played by Michael Caine, was awesome. Commissioner Gordon, played by Gary Oldman, had a more active role. The early one we saw in the 90s canon didn't do much, but this Gordon gets very active. He's very involved with Batman towards the end. As far as the villains, the Scarecrow. Oh my god. Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow was awesome. Even when he finally revealed himself to be the man behind the mask, it was so great. And then of course you have the big reveal. A little bit of a spoiler, Liam Neeson, Ducard, is Ra's al Ghul, and just the reveal and the party that Bruce had was just like, wow, this guy saved your life and you're still going through what you're going to do. It shocked him. Not too much, but he still ended up on the wrong side of the attack. Liam Neeson, I have to say, wasn't following him too much up until this, and this is pre-taking Liam Neeson. His Ra's al Ghul was on point. A realistic take, of course, no Lazarus Pit, but you kind of get the idea that it was a role that was descended upon people on people on people. The fight scenes were great between him and Batman. The end scene of the train was awesome. And it was a tough call because this guy trained Bruce. He trained the Bat. And tough decisions were made. Overall, I have to say, Batman Begins gets 4 stars. I loved it. This was a great, refreshing start for Batman. Now, in a contrasting parallel, you have The Dark Knight. More villain heavy. Yes, Christian Bale's Batman's back. The Batsuit's been upgraded. But Heath Ledger steals the show as a Joker. It was all him. As much as Nolan tried to add, you know, in the sad timing of Ledger's death and the postmortem Oscar that he got, it was the Joker. He was steam-sealing every scene he saw. Even when he killed Michael J. White's gangster, a.k.a. Spawn. Or seeing the ballroom where he takes Rachel Dawes, this time played by Maggie Gyllenhaal, it was epic. His scenes with Batman on point. The interrogation. It was just so real and gritty. You know, you don't get his origin story. There's no chemical dip like Jack Nicholson. This is, here's this guy, he had a bad day, and this is what he's doing. The hype was well worth it. The appeal, the build-up, the weight, nailed it. Now, Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent, awesome too. A darker tone than Tommy Lee Jones, and it was really different. But you got to see how, once again, he blamed Batman, he blamed Gordon, he blamed the good guys for his tragic accident, only ironically to be corrupted by the Joker in a very interesting hospital scene. Overall, I have to say, this gets a 5-star rating. This is my favorite Batman ever. The Keaton canon was great, but this is the quintessence of Batman, and I'm glad they did wait to introduce the Joker in the second part. As a follow-up, as you see at the end of Begins, when Gordon hands him the card, says this guy's robbing banks, says look into it. He really needed to look into this a lot earlier, but it paid off. The scene at the end was great, and I really wish Ledger didn't die, because there was so much more they could probably do with his Joker. Alright, switching gears. The final part, The Dark Knight Rises. Now, this was a great conclusion. And it was more just a conclusion. It wasn't like, a whole fleshed out movie. It was just, this is the end of Batman's story. At this point, he's old. He's not as, physical peak as he used to be. Catwoman at the beginning gets the best of him. He rehabs and starts, looking into things, what's going on with the criminal in the world. Discovers Bane via a little assist by Catwoman and falls into a trap. And you get that, classic breaking the bat scene. Initially, he was no match for Bane, played by a very beefed up Tom Hardy. Now, mind you, this Bane does not really look like the comic book Bane that I remember. More so the Batman and Robin one did, but this acts like the Bane we all know. And Tom Hardy nailed it. Christian Bale once again proves he has longevity. And just the way it finished was great. You got to see for the first time Batman defeated what would happen if he lost. Then you got to see the retribution. Gordon way more involved than ever in this. And then the Catwoman role played by Anne Hathaway wasn't that antagonistic. And as opposed to Michelle Pfeiffer, she's actually fighting with Batman in most of the scenes. And it was really good. The end part with the reveal of Robin and the Batcave, yeah, not bad. And it just was a nice conclusion. Really didn't feel like a full movie, just like this is the end of Batman's story. I have to give this one 3.5 stars. Of course, I said 4.5 for The Dark Knight, 4 for Begins. This gets just 3.5, just as a conclusion, an end of an era. The Nolan trilogy was very moving, gritty, it got you involved. I'd have to say, if you were to go with themes, Batman Begins' theme was fear. Then with The Dark Knight, it was complete chaos. That's a Joker unleashed on Gotham. And then the theme, I'd have to say, for The Dark Knight Rises is pain, because a lot of pain was involved in Batman's story in this. Overall, I have to say, to give the whole trilogy, I will give it a 4.5 out of 5. It was just epic. It was not the Batman we needed, but the Batman we deserved. And I loved it more so than the original Keaton canon, Kilmer included. Well, thank you guys for watching my review of the Christopher Nolan trilogy of The Dark Knight. It was a great time viewing these, catching them on video, discussing them. Please feel free to leave your comments below, and I will try to do more Cinema Geek episodes, hopefully with some more co-hosts. Until next time, folks, take care, and as always, why so serious?